Welcome to the black void of not quite so distant space. Look familiar? Well, it should. That's our solar system. Well, that's our solar system roughly 4.6 billion years ago anyways. Now, most solar systems start out this way, as a bunch of gas in space called the stellar nebula. Now, for some reason or another, like a nearby supernova or a star flying by, this cloud of gas gets jostled slightly. That's usually enough to kickstart everything. Just a simple nudge. As the gas gets pushed together a bit, and gravity does its thing, making that area of space heavier, pulling in more and more gas and material, all of this material gets pulled in, and the cloud gets smaller and smaller. It begins to spin faster, flattening out into a disk because of how fast it gets. Once the center of the cloud gets dense enough and hot enough from all of the gases clumping together, it begins to slowly shine. This is a protostar, or in our case, the proto-sun. Gases aren't the only materials that the proto-sun has pulled in, though. There's also little rocky bits that get sprayed out in the inner solar system, kind of like an asteroid belt. Over time, these bits collect together into small rocky planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, though they look nothing like they do today. There's also an additional rocky planet named Theia. A funny thing happened between Theia and Earth soon after they were formed. Please allow me to demonstrate what happened using these two balls. Yup, Theia was destroyed by Earth during an impact, scattering a bunch of debris around their surrounding area. For a while there, Earth had rings. Not long after, the rings formed up into our very own moon, which is why our moon is so big compared to most other moons in the solar system. It was originally a planet. While all of this is happening, the protosun has grown stronger to a genuine sun. The powerful solar wind blasting most of the lighter chemicals and gases further out into our solar system. Given enough time, these materials also collect into planets, except these ones are made out of gases instead of solid rocky bits, meaning they could get a lot larger. Some studies suspect that there might have also been a fifth gas giant, but it got thrown out of the solar system by Jupiter and Saturn's gravity working together. Meanwhile, something big hits Uranus, causing it to spin onto its side. The debris forms up into a bunch of moons, instead of one big one, like what happened between Earth and Theia. Over at the asteroid and Kuiper belt, both Jupiter and Neptune's powerful gravity stopped the belts from becoming actual planets. So technically, if there was a lot less chaos in the early solar system, we could have had as much as 12 planets, excluding Pluto. Now, a few billion years after its formation, the solar system is a bit less chaotic. Venus, Earth, and Mars are all in the sun's habitable zone and soon get water from comets impacting their surface. I'm sure that these three planets are all going to be so wonderful and livable. Can you imagine? What if life develops on all three? That would be incredible. Oh. Well, Mars just lost its magnetic field because it's a small planet, and a large part of its atmosphere got blown away as a result, and practically all of its water is gone. Well, I'm sure the other two planets are still okay. Earth and Venus. They don't call them sister planets for nothing. Plus, Venus is a lot larger than Mars, so it can keep its atmosphere. Hey, wait, Venus, that's too much atmosphere. You're trapping too much heat from those volcanoes of yours. Wait, slow down or else you'll... Aw, darn it. Well, at least we still got Earth. And would you look at that? It's becoming more and more habitable. I wouldn't be surprised if life starts forming soon. Moving back to the outer solar system, most of these guys have started forming rings because their moons keep crashing into each other, or because those moons get too close to the planet and break up. Saturn's rings are the largest, followed by Uranus, then Neptune, and finally Jupiter. Not to fret though, Jupiter, you're still the biggest. And oh, look at that! You've even got the largest storm in the solar system too, with that great red spot. Pulling back to see the big picture, this is how our solar system looks today. 8 planets. Pluto is still a planet in my heart, with 2 main belts, the asteroid belt and the Kuiper belt. It's been a long, chaotic journey to get here, filled with a bunch of explosions, but I'd say it was worth it, wouldn't you? Thanks for watching.